say does that.
Yes, yes, y'all, you don't stop.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Both Jalen and Jalen Williams are out there. One at the 3, the other at the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Holmgren in at the 4 slot. It's good.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by LeBron. Jordan's got his second basket.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Dort against Doncic. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Luka with the rebound. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all-NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander after Luka Doncic hitting the 3.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Doncic passes to Jordan. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Launches it. The shot missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Holmgren. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits the 3-point bomb. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Jordan kicks to Doncic. Jordan looking it over. Here's James, and he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City, fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their 3-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
And the Lakers making a change here. Carter's checked in. Wallace is checked in for the Thunder. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 2. Can they get it? And finished off by LeBron.
What an athlete LeBron is, showing off the vertical on that slam.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Wallace finds Holmgren. Outside Williams. Carter against Wallace. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside, off the mark. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, I talked to the Lakers head coach. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the 3-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thank you, David. .116 left to play in the first. And here is James. 17 points for him last game against New Orleans. Jordan wide open. Rebound by Williams.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Pass to Wallace. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. Misses the 3. LA's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Jordan Gordon, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Holmgren against Nowitzki, and good that time.
Well, Dirk has just made so many mid-range jumpers. When he gets room to fire, he's golden.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Williams. Over James. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Williams can't hit. Here's Carter. Sends it home! What a shot!
You want drama? We've got drama. That's the way to end the quarter.
That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers ahead, up by 5. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Holmgren. Topic is out there with Wallace, and it's Rice in at the small forward. Here's Reeves. Pass to Carter. Kicks it out to Bryant. A three-pointer, no good. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Topic. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Here's Carter. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Topic. And he makes good on the layup. Topic has got 4 points this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Right side, Abdul-Jabbar. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Lakers. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Dort's checked in. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Williams, he's checked in for Topic. Here's Wallace. And it's Luka with the rebound. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against New Orleans. And Bryant slams it in.
Leaping up to the rim, Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
Thunder trailing by 6. Wallace looking for an opening. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
The 3 for Doncic. That shot no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from 3. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The 3 for Doncic. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Kobe. Good, and Abdul-Jabbar gets the assist. Abdul-Jabbar's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Dort. There's the drive, and they pick up 2. Dort's got his first bucket of the night.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
James checked in for Los Angeles. Jordan comes in for Kobe. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Holmgren. LeBron outside, the 3. LeBron James making it look easy from deep.
Proving he's got some range. Impressive seeing James come through from deep.
Dort passes to Wallace. Outside Williams, pass to Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside, Jordan. Banked in off the glass. And now a 9-point Laker lead.
And the court vision of LeBron is something special. There's a reason he's been compared to Magic Johnson.
Dort kicks to Williams. 1:03 left here in the second. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, that's an opportunistic 3-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
LeBron dishes to Jordan. Doncic outside. Kicks it out to Jordan. Just 4 to shoot. The shot's good from Carter.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Here's James. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle, here's Jang, and finished off by Jang.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Doncic passes to James. Puts up a 3. Here's Duncan. And he drains the 3, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time.
The previous play is under review.
Signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, let's look now, and that'll do it for our show today.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We've got Jordan. Nowitzki is out there with James. Then it's Kareem, and it's Doncic in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Thunder trailing by 7. You know, Doris, every so often there are guys that come along that you can build a franchise around, and Luka Doncic seems to be one of them.
There's no question, Kevin. And if I were putting a team around Luka Doncic, I'd want to have multiple vertical threats at the rim and shooters at every other position, because at that point, Luka is unguardable.
LeBron kicks to Nowitzki. Kicks it out to Jordan. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. In third, the Lakers.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
James looking it over. Doncic outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Here we are sizing up Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
I mean, Jalen Williams is a guy who a lot of people are excited about. He has the talent to be a multi-time All-Star and perhaps an even higher ceiling than that.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jordan. A floater, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it in help defense or on the ball.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Wallace is checked in for Oklahoma City. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Williams. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Jordan, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
And both free throws good for Jordan.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, floats in the hook shot.
It might be the most difficult shot in basketball, the hook shot.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Jordan the pass to LeBron. Holmgren against Nowitzki. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Nowitzki's got his second bucket tonight. Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. LeBron kicks to Nowitzki. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. He gets that one.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Carter finds Nowitzki. Back to Carter. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Carter. Nowitzki against Holmgren. From deep, Jordan. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Tries the spin move. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jordan with the rebound. It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Lakers. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Taking a look at the Thunder, Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Jason Wallace is out there with Topic. And it's Jang in at the 5 spot. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Oh, J-Dub rising to the rim. We see you, Mr. Williams.
Carter down low. Wallace covering. And it's Carter missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Pass to Hachimura. In the corner, it's James. James absorbing hits on the trap.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Some changes for the Lakers. Nowitzki's checked in for Hachimura. Jordan comes in for James. That's Bryant in for Doncic. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking. Don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Wallace against Jordan. High, arcing shot. Jordan with the rebound. Lakers leading by 9. Pass to Bryant. Fires for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one.
And nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
Here's Topic. Plays it up and banks it in.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last. Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Dort kicks to Zhang. Here's Williams. Duncan grabs the rebound. Duncan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Carter. Thunder with the rebound. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Jang with the screen for Williams. It's hauled in by Nowitzki.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Jordan finds Nowitzki. Over Wallace. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And the Lakers with some changes. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Duncan. LeBron comes in for Vince Carter. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Kobe. The Thunder also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Jang. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wallace. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Topic. James absolutely owning the inside.
You call this a groove, folks, offensively. When shots are falling, you're getting to your spots. LeBron James right now on his personal playground.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
What a terrific move that was. And now, 24 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Los Angeles leading by 10. LeBron gathering speed. And the dunk by James.
Young or not, LeBron as confident as anyone on the floor.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Over Jordan. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Lakers.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jordan.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And finished off by LeBron.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Dort misses. Here's Jordan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Michael Jordan.